It's the NFL on EA Sports. And this one features Eric Kendricks. He put up numbers last week with a 9-tackle performance. It's the Vikings and the Bears, next on Madden Football.
One of the great venues to watch a game in any sport, and one of the best home crowds in any sport, Soldier Field in Chicago. Today we hit Week 10, and we've got a good one in store between the Minnesota Vikings and the Chicago Bears. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, you look at this Bears team entering play. Things haven't gone exactly according to plan to this point, but boy, you and I down there with them before the game, they were fired up.
And they understand how important this game is. Win this one, they can start to think about a turnaround.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Vikings, they were losers their last time out. They're going to try to get back in the win column, but obviously they're going to have to do that in a hostile environment.
And sometimes it actually works to your advantage. Now you've got to band together your team, the us against the world mentality. Let's see if they can use it and get a victory.
The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. Taking it about the 1. Under center for the Vikings, out comes the former Michigan State Spartan and longtime veteran Kirk Cousins.
And one nice thing you can always say about Kirk Cousins is that he's consistent. Always puts up nice numbers each and every year. If there is a downside to his game, it's been the lack of playoff success. All in all, though, formidable starting quarterback at a time in the league where it's tough to find your franchise guy.
Cousins looking to put it up right away. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun, Cousins. His throw incomplete. Crowd getting in it a bit already. Here's an early 3rd and 10. Now Cousins. Drops this underneath for Chandler. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. Only 2 yards, and it'll be a punt on their opening possession. After last week's loss, you bet this offense probably wanted to come out with a little more fire than a 3 and out.
And I'm sure that people are saying, hey, come on, Coach, what was the pregame talk? Have these guys ready to go? But you and I both know it goes into preparation and practice and being ready to go. That gives you the confidence to come out and play. They've got to find that and fast.
Fielded at the 33. Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. Now, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. They'll set up to throw. That ball complete to Isabella. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down. The Bears at 2-6 now on the year. And they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. And now they'll stop play here, at least momentarily. A member of the Vikings in some discomfort after that last play. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Working with a 2nd and 4. They'll set up a throw. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. He'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Andrew Booth picks it off. And the Vikings are going to get it back here just past the 35.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
The Vikings taking the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. 3-5 is where they sit on the year. A very uneven start is certainly not an ideal position to be in at the halfway point of the season. CD, do you see an avenue where they can still be a playoff team, or is that ship sailed?
Well, since you took me to the nautical side, I'm going to try and keep up here because to me, this ship is about ready to pull out of port. These next couple of games are absolute must-wins for them. Now, if they can win a couple, get to 5-5, maybe they start believing in themselves. But a loss here, that would move them to 3-6. And if that's the case, well, that boat is going to head out to the harbor with them still on the dock.
Cousins now to throw on 1st down. Drops this off with Nwangu. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. Up the middle, Nwangu. Skirts by him at the 35. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking 1st down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Another run now for Nwangu. Oh, nice move. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They run for the first time with Ty Chandler. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. On 2nd down, here's Nwangu. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Here we go now on 1st and goal. To throw is Cousins. Quick hitter here, it's complete. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. Chandler. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Now from back at the 5, this is 3rd and goal. Cousins. And he'll just get rid of it.
Defense there. but no one can get it.
And his kick is good. And the Vikings have a 3-0 lead. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up.
While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Their second drive here of the ballgame, Charles. Remember last time they threw the interception, but the defense held up. It bent a little but didn't break, only giving up the 3 points.
Yeah, obviously they left some points on the table there their last time out, but boy, they have to thank their defense for holding the opposition just 3 after they threw the pick. Their turn now. Back out on the field, put together a good drive, and get some points of their own.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 47. From the gun, it's a give to Montgomery. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field.
Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Eight yards to go on second down.
Back to throw. Complete. It's Johnson.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. First down, here's the run with Montgomery. A great move by Montgomery. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down.
Well, they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And his throw's going to be incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Back to throw here. Flush to his right. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 in the first.
Well, we both know there's a lot that went into why they made him their first-round pick this year. Part of it was what they saw in college, his playmaking ability when things break down. As soon as he saw he wasn't getting a lane to throw, he pivoted and found an alternate way to the marker.
On first and goal, they'll try the option left. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Well, he had success earlier in the drive, keeping it himself. Not here, though.
And sometimes when you have that kind of success, you can fall in love with the option a little bit too much and not give the defense credit for making adjustments themselves. And that play starts to lose its effectiveness.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. This is caught. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured bear on the field.
Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
From the 3 now, here they come on 3rd and goal. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Vikings are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
Minnesota's offense takes over possession.
They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10.
First play's a run with Nwangu. 45 yards on the ground for him so far.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Play action now. Cousins.
And he's got this to Jefferson.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured bear on the field.
The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Straight ahead, here's Nwangu.
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with the run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you've said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They go play action. Cousins. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Osborne. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 12-yard line. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured bear on the field.
Now the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. On the give is Nwangu.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
They'll go right back to Nwangu.
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown.
His 4th rushing touchdown on the year, his 5th overall.
As his guys are able to extend their lead.
Great call to hand that one off, and his running back did the rest.
Someone read their keys correctly, and on the defensive side of the ball, they certainly did not, because they really essentially were just going to swarm the quarterback. They kind of guessed themselves out of the play, and guess who benefited? The guy with the football.
Now the try here for the point after. He's got it, and now it's a 10-0 lead here in the opening quarter. So that a 7-play, 80-yard drive. And in the end, it's capped off by a 7-yard run.
So an early 10-0 lead for him now as they kick it away. Amir Smith-Marset now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Chicago offense set to get started. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the plague did on the last one.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Montgomery. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
This one swung out to Montgomery. And he will have the Bears first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field.
So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. And he's going to get this inside the 30. First down for the Bears, a gain of 15. Now you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football. Let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
First down, they run again. Here's Montgomery. Eric Kendricks in on the tackle.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
Back in Chicago, ready for the 2nd quarter. It's the Bears in possession as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Buying time to his left.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
Brandon, you know more about quarterbacks protecting themselves, but I have to admit it, I liked what I just saw there. That rookie wasn't afraid of absorbing a big hit. Now, you don't want to see him taking those shots all game long, but he picked up the first down, kept fighting for yards, and was willing to embrace some contact to keep the play moving.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And now here's a carry heading left. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. They'll look to throw. Open is Swaim, the tight end.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, get me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. It'll be a pickup of 4. And the Bears are set up now, 1st and goal.
Thought they might throw the football with a little chunk that they had remaining on 4th down, but they ran it, they got it.
And the reason they were able to get it done, he ran that play with conviction, didn't he? Understood he would get a little bit of help from his friends up front, but it was really on him to go ahead and make the power move and get it done, and that he did.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. A big loss there of about 7 yards on 1st and goal, so now it's 2nd down.
For a rookie first-rounder, he's made a huge impact on this defense, but that tells me that they had a plan for him when they drafted him. Just turn him loose, do what you do best, go get the quarterback.
They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. They'll drop to throw.
And he's got Mooney in the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Darnell Mooney,
his 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Bears have got it back to within a score. So on this drive, the rookie leads him into the end zone, Charles, and that helps cancel out the points that were created on the previous drive when he threw the interception.
Yeah, let's give some credit to this rookie because instead of hanging his head after his mistake leads to a touchdown, he comes back out and he's firing and made up for it right there. A well-executed series helps reestablish some confidence in him to run this offense.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
This taken in at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Cousins now.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. To throw, Cousins. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a 1st down. Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up 4th. Now it's 1st.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle the team a little bit as well. Pass interference ruined that series of downs for them.
On 2nd and 7, Cousins.
This one brought in by Jefferson.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
Now a handoff to Chandler.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Cousins now from the 50. And it's incomplete.
These two teams, you may remember, they met in Minnesota earlier in the year with the Vikings coming out victorious. So they're looking for the series sweep here in Chicago.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. 8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. Now Cousins. Flushed out right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback.
Their quarterback in this offense heading back out to the field. And after starting the game with 2 INTs, you remember, he got back on the beam with a touchdown pass on their previous drive.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
That is caught left side by Bryant.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
That's a nice throw there, and he's obviously feeling pretty good because, remember, he had a touchdown pass on the last drive, and here he comes out throwing again, and they wind up getting good yardage and a first down right out of the gate.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Up the middle, it's Montgomery.
Takes it to about the 37.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. He'll drop to throw. He'll leave it for Montgomery, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball, possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Here's 2nd and 8.
He'll get that to Amir Smith-Marset.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
48 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Back to throw now on first down. Going right side here, and that's complete.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
Barney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like he said, listen, you're going to sell the gun, just go. And let's see who's faster.
A give to Montgomery out of the gun. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. 2nd and 3. Being chased out left. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Bears have taken the lead. Shows some of his improv skills there, getting flushed out of the pocket but still able to make the throw for the score.
So that means he's not a method actor?
No.
Because with the improv, it means break character when you need to. And in the NFL, when you have those guys chasing you, Sometimes you have to break character in a big way, but I love the fact that he stayed downfield, kept his eyes up, and made the play. How many rookies do that well?
The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away.
Taken in at the 3. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again.
They're behind in the first half here, CD, but it's not through any fault of their running back. He's had a strong start to this one.
And you're right about that, partner, because watching him play, you would think that his team is in the lead. He has been a lot of fun in this contest. Now let's see if they can actually make something happen, put more points on the board behind his efforts.
Yeah, I'm curious to see, Charles, if they can play complementary football and get that passing game going as well. So a decent gain there on the play, but that all gets wiped out with a penalty.
Well, that's a setback, but all the good play callers, they just move on. They find something else in the playbook. They can attack this defense, and they go right back on the offensive on this play.
On 2nd and 15 now. Cousins.
He'll find Nwangu underneath.
And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. On 3rd down, Cousins. He completes it to Julio Jones.
He's got the first down and more. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
And that, in a nutshell, shows you what this guy is made of. I mean, most guys in the NFL just can't do that. He absorbed the contact, refocused himself, and made a break for the end zone.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Cousins to throw it. That is caught inside the 5.
And the Vikings are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago, following up with another nice one here, and before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
To the air again, it's Cousins. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Julio Jones from 4 yards out.
And the Vikings have retaken the lead.
And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter. Out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
Now the try here for the extra point. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead. 5 plays there on that drive.
And it culminates in a Julio Jones touchdown. Taken in at the 3. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. David Montgomery ready to take the field for the Bears' next possession.
At his current pace, sure looks well in line for a 1,000-yard season, but some of the older folks watching that remember the 12-game seasons in the NFL probably say, man, it was a lot harder to do that back then.
Yeah, even the 14-game seasons. And, you know, when we talk to those veteran runners, some of those guys who wear gold jackets, right, and appear in Canton, they look at this and go, you know, it's kind of like going to school and taking 5 years to get your degree instead of just 4.
A victory lap. Well, they also used to walk uphill to school both ways.
In the snow.
In the snow.
Blizzards.
Milk was 5 cents. Hey, but he's having a great year, not to take anything away from him.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is a receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
And he finds Montgomery complete. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. This is caught inside the 15.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
That's evidence of why you spend a high draft pick on a receiver, isn't it, Charles?
It certainly is, his ability to make plays like that, and we've seen flashes of it from him so far in his rookie season. But also, it opens things up for the rest of the offense because they have to bring their attention to it as well.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Touchdown, Bears!
Amir Smith-Marset
as the first half is winding down.
And the Bears have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
And remember, partner, that's a rookie quarterback back there. Apparently, he's getting the hang of this NFL thing pretty quickly.
That 3 touchdown passes, you're right, he looks comfortable. What are they doing, anything in particular?
Well, they keep talking about making sure they're giving him plays that fit his talents and also maybe shrinking the playbook a little bit. They did tell us that. Bottom line, he's really good.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Takes it at the 7.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
First down, here's Cousins. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. So we come upon halftime here at Soldier Field with the Bears out in front. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you two in a minute, but first, let's take a spin around the NFL and see what's going on here in week number 10. We'll get started out at GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. And it's the Chiefs who have the lead in the second quarter. The Chiefs trying to finish that one off and claim victory. From one barbecue hotspot to another, we head down to Houston to check on the Texans. And you can see they trail in that matchup against the Tampa Bay Bucks. Tom Brady at it again. 3 touchdown passes. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. As you can see the score there in the second quarter. Jamar Chase, 2 touchdown catches in that first half alone. With that, we take a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Vikings. And even though they trail, they've had success running the football. Over 100 yards rushing as a team in those first 2 quarters of play. Meanwhile, for the Bears, you get a look at what they were able to do throwing the football. And whatever they've done, it's worked, as they have the lead through 2 quarters of play.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. But the Bears offense set to go to begin the third quarter. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up fourth down. And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Vikings will take over here first and 10. It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half. A first down throw for Cousins.
Now that's dropped underneath to Nwangu.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Off the play fake, Cousins. Complete to Jones. 63 yards receiving for him now. And that last catch good enough for a first down.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the third quarter.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
107 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Back to Nwangu again on first down.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. From the 25 on second down, Cousins. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 18 yards that time to push him up first and goal.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively, but they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
On first down, they'll run with Nwangu.
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown.
Kene Nwangu
with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year.
And the Vikings have retaken a third quarter lead. So a very strong first drive in the second half, Charles, as they've turned that halftime deficit into a third quarter lead.
And they were pretty purposeful there, weren't they? Measured in their approach. But boy, they executed awfully well, moving the ball down the field.
Extra point right down the middle, and that gives them a 3-point lead. So the drive there took 6 plays, and the capper that put it in the end zone, a run of 8 yards. Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And able to get this out to the 25. The Bears offense out there set and ready to go. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. That one a first down pickup of 8.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. If the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a give running right is Montgomery.
Andrew Booth making the tackle.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And his throw is incomplete. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10.
So here are the Vikings to take over. They're trying to get back on track. They had the loss last week to the Dallas Cowboys. The good news, they've got the lead right now. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Osborne. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a 1st down.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Handoff here to Nwangu. He'll get this to about the 38.
Play fake. Cousins.
Open man is Osborne. He's got him.
Short completion, just 4 yards. And it's 3rd and 4 now. Now Cousins. And that is incomplete. Here's St. Martin now as he's on to punt for Minnesota. And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And it'll be 1st and 10 Bears from deep in their own territory. They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
He's taken down at the 17-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down for the Bears.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, you know, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. They had 3 yards on 1st down, just 1 yard there.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
They'll drop to throw. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Call it a loss of 2 there on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down.
No surprise they decided to throw on 3rd down. A little bit of a surprise that they completed the pass and lost yardage on the play.
Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. On play action, they'll throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
A good action to this point in the 3rd quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. Up the middle, Nwangu. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Cousins now. He finds his man, complete. It's Chandler.
And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
This is a nice job of just taking what the defense is going to give you on third down. You're not looking for a big play downfield. You just want to find something that can get you past the marker. They found it, and were able to keep the drive moving.
Nwangu going to get it on the counter.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Here's Chandler on second down.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
Throwing is Cousins. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
Here's Sam Martin now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to, pick up a first down.
Going up the gut, Montgomery. Room here to run. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
87 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've run the ball 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage.
It's the gain of 5. Brings up
On second down, Montgomery. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now at Soldier Field. And everybody thinking about the possible field goal on 4th. It would be 58 yards from here. Able to find Isabella. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, this is where an offense needs to show what it's made of. And, in fact, where a quarterback needs to show what he's made of. Trying to engineer a 4th quarter comeback, and he hits a big one right there.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. He'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Coverage there by the safety, Harrison Smith. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. Montgomery back to the ground. A nice run there, 8 yards, moves him much closer to the goal line now for 3rd down. On 3rd and short to give to the tight end. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears.
Connor Bryant, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bears put together a fourth-quarter drive to take the lead. Point after here coming up. And that will make this a 4-point game. So that drive, 80 yards, 9 plays. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken in at the 3. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter. Out route to Jefferson, and he's got it. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Straight ahead, here's Nwangu. Taken down at the 47-yard line. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. To throw is Cousins. Over the middle, complete. That's Osborne. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Cousins. Throw caught there by Osborne. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Cousins. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Robert Quinn able to record his 5th sack of the season.
All about the offense so far this drive, putting something sustained together. But the defense, they responded on that play. 2nd and manageable became 3rd and long. The drive marching to the end zone is one play from stalling out.
So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long. They're going to look to throw. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 18. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down, that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a 1st down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, Cousins. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
They'll get to him just inside the 15-yard line. And even after that fancy footwork we saw, a good job defensively to recover. The Vikings on 3rd down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This will be 3rd and 5. Throwing, Cousins. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone.
zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete.
That was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead,
Kevin O'Connell clearly unhappy with that call, and he's thrown that red challenge flag out on the field. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
and not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So that challenge not successful there, and that's going to cost him the first of his timeouts.
Desperation time. Cousins on fourth down. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Julio Jones with his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Vikings answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth quarter lead. Plenty of scoring here of late, and our lead changes hands now in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, they just gave up a touchdown the other end, so they knew that with time getting short, they had to put something together here, and they were able to do so and retake the lead right back.
Point after, right down the middle, and that gives them a 3-point lead.
Bears 28.
So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away.
Taken at the goal line.
The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field.
And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. It's caught by Bryant. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be second down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
From the 28, it's 2nd and 5.
Back to throw here. Caught by Montgomery. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. First down, here's the run with Montgomery.
And taken down just shy of the 40.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 45-yard line. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. From the gun, it's a give to Montgomery. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
Back to Montgomery on 2nd down.
And he's going to be met at about the 43. They will look for some important yardage on 3rd down. From here, it would be a 60-yard boot. He'll drop to throw.
That ball complete to Isabella. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
Back to throw now on 1st down. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Now back to throw.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up third.
Yeah, some real defensive resistance there, saying not so fast to a good drive. They had marched to the end zone the last time out.
On the very outer edge of field goal range, it would be 56 yards if they got nothing here on third down. They'll look to throw here. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. A great play there. 39 yards. And the Bears have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter. And what a throw that was, Charles. You think about the situation, close game, fourth quarter, rookie quarterback. He doesn't seem phased one bit.
So much for bright lights, big city, and will he wilt? Not at all. The stage not too big, the moment not too big at all. They needed points on that series, and not only did he produce a touchdown drive, but how about finishing it off with a big play that only adds to the momentum that they've already established.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken in at the 3. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's already hit pay dirt twice. He's up over 100 yards. He is feeling good.
And he's just zipping along today. Everything coming together for him. It's that type of a day that you see a back just kind of have a grin on his face every time his number is called. Because he doesn't feel like there are going to be any lost yardage plays. Nothing but big-time positive runs.
Making the sideline grin as well. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Cousins. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. To throw, Cousins. Looking deep for Julio. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. Fourth down, Cousins. He's got a man, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So on fourth down, a big-time completion. And the defense, they've got to be shaking their heads right now.
Not only shaking their heads, but understand that they committed one of those cardinal sins that they say they can't do at any time. They committed an eye violation, had their eyes in one place, and allowed the deep ball behind them.
They'll throw again. Cousins. And his throw here is incomplete. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Cousins. Middle of the field to Jefferson. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. He has a first down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. On the jet sweep, here comes Jefferson. And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
It's a bit of a dangerous part of the field for them to break into their bag of tricks, but for a minute there, I thought it was going to set up perfectly for them. Instead, they don't get into the end zone, but they do pick up positive yardage.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Ty Chandler, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings have yet again retaken the lead. So they brought the extra bulk in down on the 1-yard line, and they're able to push this one across.
Yeah, I can just see your face right now because I know we're mind melding on this one. Coach Madden would love this. Power football, hat on a hat, chest to chest, driving forward, touchdown.
They get one more as the extra point's up and good. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages as a field goal now can only tie it. Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
So now the Bears down by a field goal. A minute 55 remaining. Now their losing streak in danger of continuing as they come up on first down. Back to throw. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. He'll look to throw. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down.
That's interference.
Let's check in with the referee. So the defense helping him out a little bit here late in the 4th.
Yeah, and you're exactly right. And when you're the one doing the chasing, you'll take a little help from the other guys, won't you?
And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. The Bears moving hastily in the hurry-up offense. Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake, 3rd down. They will look for some important yardage on 3rd down. From here, it would be a 60-yard boot. Back to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. First down now, but the clock continues to move. They'll look to throw. Forced out to his left.
On a bad time late for a poor throw. It's intercepted. It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it. And the Vikings have just about sewn up this football game.
And the tough thing is when he goes back and reviews the film, he'll see that he already escaped the pocket. He could have gotten more himself by using his legs, and that might have been the better choice there instead of challenging the zone. A miscalculation on his part, and he pays for it with the interception.
And out now come the Vikings. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
They'll start on the ground here with Nwangu.
They find some open field here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Victory formation time for the Vikings as they'll take a knee here. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Let's see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down.
There's Sam Martin now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And the fair catch is made. It's going to pin him back here at the 7-yard line.
What a game we were treated to in this one. And on that final play, they had a chance. They had the ball just beyond midfield for one final shot, but couldn't get it done, and they suffered the loss.
Yeah, and you mentioned how they had a chance on that final play, and getting it to midfield gave them that opportunity, hoping they could find their way to the end zone and make that miracle happen. A really good ending to an entertaining contest, though.
So for the Vikings, it's an important win for their postseason hopes as they at least get back to 4-5. And they'll have another road date next week with the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for Chicago, the turnaround hasn't materialized as they fall to 2-7. And they'll try to make amends next week as they host the New Orleans Saints.